Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today, what I'm doing here is I'm going to be providing an honest review of the No Hesi servers. Mind you, I am running a medium graphics 3080 graphics card 12 gig, Ryzen 7 5800X 3D, 4000 megahertz, 32 gigabytes RAM on an SSD. And in my server and other people's servers, I'm running anywhere from 140 to 180 FPS with the FPS counter in RenderStat CSP. And the reason I'm doing this drive in the NOHESI server today is to show you guys why the server does matter and why performance is impacted in certain servers. And I would also like to say, this is the reason why that all of these people that come to me about NOHESI help, as bad as I feel saying, hey, I can't help you guys, I can't help you guys. A good example is sitting here in pits. I've already dropped down to almost under 100 frames per second, and all I've done is sit here at pits. That's an issue in itself. There's no reason for that to be happening. But let's go for a drive, and let's see how the actual enjoyability of driving in the server is, and how the performance actually does compare to other people's servers. So what we're going to do here is we will just go for a drive. We're not going to go for a long drive, but we're going to go for a drive to the end of the first tunnel. And I would like to make one thing clear. Even though this says this is a dense server, this is not that dense in my opinion. I think there's a lot of room here. And again, I'm dropping to under 100 FPS, and I am physically noticing my screen not being 100% smooth. My smooth fidelity of gameplay has been lost just by joining in this server. And I know that sounds crazy, and people might say, oh, it's your settings or something else, whatever someone wants to, make up to tell themselves that this server runs great when it just doesn't. By all means, I'll take a look at those comments. I'll go try whatever you guys want. There's no reason to hit 95 FPS here, physically noticing frame drops, and even hitting 88 FPS now, 87, 83. Okay, so 83 FPS has been the physical low that I have seen on the screen. The physical drops of frames that I'm feeling, I know my 1% low is definitely under 60 FPS. So here we go, back down to under 100 FPS here. And we're just going to drive a little longer, and we're going to complete this test once we get to OIA or OI, whatever you guys call it. And that will be the completion of the test for NOHESI servers. And I physically seen 84, I think it was 84 FPS or 83 was our physical low that we seen on the screen. So enough of this. Also, I don't know why the tack is spinning and spinning and spinning, and there's NOHESI logos everywhere. But anyways, other than that, let's take a leave here and let's go join up with my server. I really didn't want to compare with my server, but at the same time, I believe that it is a really good representation because there is actually more dense traffic in this server. So let's go give this a little run here. And I just want to show you guys, it does matter what server you join. It does matter what's in the server. It does matter what's on your screen. Everything matters. With this game, if you have comfy map and a bunch of initial D gauges and stuff and all the custom clusters, that right there affects your performance, right? There's so many things in this game that do impact performance more than you would think. And it's really hard to narrow down everything for everybody. It's honestly a miracle in itself that this game, with all these mods and how many people made Windows and how many different PCs there are with different components and different lines of code, it's amazing that all of this stuff works as good as it does for everybody today. And we have as many people playing this game without issues that we do. That's already amazing on itself. So let's load in with this car here. This is the M4 Phantom. I love this car. I do drive this car often. Now, we're going to pay attention here, and we can even put it to daytime because it was daytime in the other server, so we'll make it all the same here and give everything an accurate representation. So now, what do we have in daytime in the server here? We've got 170 FPS in pits. Mind you, there is nobody around. Obviously, having some people around will impact performance a little bit. However, it is not going to bring me down to the 100 FPS that I was at. I can guarantee that. So now we'll go for a little bit of a drive here. And what you'll notice right away is that this is dense traffic. There is a lot of traffic here, and there is going to be a lot of traffic continuously. But what we'll also notice here is I'm sitting at a nice 160 FPS, 150 FPS. I'm not noticing any frame drops yet, and I'm just trying to drive with traffic a little bit. So let's go take the shoulder, and let's get up to some speed here, and let's see what our performance stays like. So again, there is a lot of traffic here. This is the definition of, dense cut up traffic. It's definitely dense. You can't do 200-300 through here the whole time you're playing. It's not going to happen. You will crash. Now again, the performance here is a huge difference. As you can see, I'm at above 150 FPS basically the whole time. And it looks like I just got a challenge in the chat to outrun somebody, so I don't know if they're behind me and gonna catch up or what, but for now, oh, it was bad. I hit both cars there. So again, just displaying that servers do matter. The server choice matters. I'm trying to read the chat while I drive. Don't text and drive, everybody. It makes things a little harder. So as you can see, if you want to cut up, actually cut up, this is actual cutting up here. This is traffic that you have to watch out for. You've got to kind of learn, and you really have to plan out the routes that you're taking. And again, even in this tunnel, where I was getting 80 FPS before, I'm still consistently at 120, hit 110 there. But there's still like 3 or 4 times as many cars on my screen. You know what I'm saying? So we're sitting here in heavier traffic, driving fast in the same areas, getting almost double the performance at points. And I don't know, to me that's crazy. And I think this kind of thing makes all the difference in the world for people, because if I can get this performance on the PC that I have, this means that there are a lot of people out there that can also get good performance even running on a budget PC. So that's social community gaming, everybody. I'm out here trying to make a difference for people. I'm trying to give people a free community that they can have a nice dense traffic server in. I'm trying to make this comparable to everybody else. I'm trying to make a server that runs well, and I'm trying to build a friendly community where everybody is welcome and we can all drive together, have a good time, and not mac into each other every 2 seconds. Have a good day, everybody. It was good to see you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay gaming, and remember, it's not about what you got, it's about how you set it up. Just because you have a budget PC and are lagging in No Hesi and I can't help you out because it's a server thing, come on over, join my server. If you need a quick hand, feel free to ask for it. One of us will help you out, and you can find my video settings in the description. Mind you, this is a fake make fake max graphics setup. I'm running medium graphics with a higher faces per frame resolution for reflections, and it looks really good and it runs really good. Have a good day, everybody. Stay gaming, and I hope to see you out there on these streets.